We want to find the derivative of the given function. Notice how the function is a quotient, so we will have to apply the quotient rule in order to find this derivative. Remember, we cannot simplify across addition or subtraction, so it would be wrong to try to simplify the 3 and the 6 or the hyperbolic sine functions. So we're going to leave it in its current form and apply the quotient rule. So looking at our derivative formula, the numerator will be equal to function f, and the denominator will be equal to function g. So let's start by setting up the quotient rule. F prime of x is going to be equal to, well, notice how the denominator is just the denominator squared, so our denominator would be 6 plus hyperbolic sine x squared. And then our numerator is going to be g times f prime minus f times g prime, which is the denominator, times the derivative of the numerator, minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. Now we'll find the derivative here and here, and then begin to simplify. The denominator stays the same, 6 plus hyperbolic sine x times the derivative of 3 minus hyperbolic sine x. The derivative of 3 would be 0, and the derivative of negative hyperbolic sine x would be equal to negative hyperbolic cosine x. Notice how, because the inner function is just x, and the derivative of x is equal to 1, we don't have to apply the chain rule in order to find this derivative, even though our derivative formula does include the chain rule. Then we'll have minus 3 minus hyperbolic sine x times the derivative of 6 plus hyperbolic sine x. Derivative of 6 is 0. The derivative of hyperbolic sine x is equal to hyperbolic cosine x. And now for the next step, we'll distribute here and distribute here. So we'll have f prime of x equals, again, the denominator stays the same. So we'll have negative 6 hyperbolic cosine x minus hyperbolic cosine x hyperbolic sine x. We need to be careful here because we're subtracting this product, so we'll have minus 3 hyperbolic cosine x. And then we'll have minus negative hyperbolic sine x hyperbolic cosine x, which will be plus hyperbolic cosine x hyperbolic sine x. Now we're almost there. Notice that this term and this term are like terms, but they're also opposites. So these two terms simplify to 0. So we're left with negative 9 hyperbolic cosine x divided by the quantity 6 plus hyperbolic sine x squared. And that'll do it for this example. I hope this example was helpful.